So I thought it'd be worthwhile doing a video about mental health for estate agents because we do have a very stressful job. We're dealing with people who are going through a very stressful transaction. Obviously, selling a house can be full of uncertainty, frustrations, and it can get emotional, and all that can rub off on you, the agent. And not only that, the people who are our clients are often going through a difficult time. They may be dealing with, they're selling because of a divorce. Again, that's another stressful situation. They could be selling because of, well, the 3 Ds. It's debt, so they could have financial issues, or it could be a death. And again, you're having to be a counsellor to some of these clients, and often some of their burden comes on your shoulders. So we're dealing with people at a difficult time. That will have an influence over us and how we feel. It can also be a very stressful job because we're working long hours. There's lots of highs and lows, and we go, yeah, we've sold a house, brilliant. And then 2 sales fall through just before exchange of contracts. And then you win a listing and you go, great. And then you go on 2 more market appraisals and they decide to go on with another estate agent. It can put you on a bit of a downer. We're probably not being paid what we should be getting paid. We're working long hours, often unsociable hours, evenings and weekends. And that can put pressure on relationships. If you're not getting paid enough, that can put pressure on finances. And all of that can sort of build up, and there's a big weight on your shoulders, and that can cause mental health issues and stress. So a couple of points I wanted to make in this video is, firstly, that life is difficult, and life is difficult for everybody. Everyone will go through difficult times in their life, so you're not on your own. So it could be financial issues. Lots of people have financial difficulties. It doesn't matter how much money they earn or how rich they look, they have financial difficulties. You've only got to Google celebrities that have gone bankrupt, and you'll see that Nicolas Cage has gone bankrupt, Donald Trump has gone bankrupt, who else? Elton John's gone bankrupt, 50 Cent. You know, all these big famous people who look like they've got lots of money end up going bankrupt. And bankruptcy isn't the end of the world. You're not going to kill you. And I've known people who've gone bankrupt, and it felt for them like a big weight had been lifted and they can start afresh. Relationship problems is also difficult. And I know people who've gone through the worst ever divorce. And obviously divorce is quite common now, and they've been on that terrible situation financially, and divorce and the stress and the costs of divorce, and but 2 years later they found someone else, things are going well, and they're the happiest people on the planet. So when there is difficult times, it does lead to better times. So I think Tom Panos sums this very well when he says sometimes the best gifts in life come badly wrapped. There are going to be difficult times, and everyone has to go through them. It could be a health issue, it could be death. Unfortunately, we are all going to experience someone, a loved one, dying. That's just life, and it doesn't make it any easier, but it is quite common. So the first point I wanted to make is, however bad things seem or are, most people are going through similar sort of situations. The thing is, though, that your work colleague may be having financial issues, a friend of yours might be having relationship issues, and a lot of these people, we don't talk about these things, yet we're all going through them. I've had difficult times. I've had times when when my credit card's been refused, or I'm at a checkout and I'm having to count how much I've spent and have I got enough money in my bank account. So everyone's had that at some point in their life. And the other, so I would definitely speak to people about it. But the other point I wanted to make was that I see life as like seasons. So some of the bad time, a difficult time, might be the winter. And if you are in the winter at the moment, the good thing is that spring follows winter. So things will get better. So however difficult and hard and dark it seems at the moment, things will get better. And that's just such a common story. It's hard to believe that when you're in that situation, that things do get better. And around the corner is the spring. And around that corner is summer, where things are beautiful and everything's in blossom and the sun is shining and everyone feels good. But even if you're in that summer of your life at the moment, bear in mind, winter is coming. Now, I've never watched Game of Thrones. I know that's a saying in Game of Thrones, but winter's coming. So even if it feels good now, be prepared. There is going to be difficulty in the future. There is going to be a death in the family. There is going to be a financial difficulty. There could be a downturn in the market or something going on But if you're expecting it and prepared for it and understand that there are going to be difficult times, life is like a roller coaster. You can be prepared for the difficult times, know when you get there, and know things will get better. So 2 points from this video. Other people are going through similar things. We just perhaps aren't aware of it. Life is difficult. There's some great parts of life as well, but if you are in a difficult time, think of it as a season, and spring is around the corner and things will get better. Also, I want to discuss a number of other things. I've probably got 3 or 4 videos about mental health, and I'll share some coping strategies and what to do to maybe reduce the worry, and how to overcome some of the stressful situations, and hopefully these things will help you, and I'll speak to you soon.